Hey guys, welcome back to another practice. So in this one, we're going to debug more code and, just a couple of ones remaining to really, make sure that you understand some of the important concepts of debugging code and just, to get you familiar with different kind of errors that you might actually come across. So I got another file for you. The file in the resource section is going to be this file. It's going to be a practice file that is going to be like having these codes and it's all commented out. So download it for yourself and just, drop it in your PyCharm project. And yeah, so again, we got two codes here. So we're going to start with the first one. This is actually a code that we built in the previous section, or in I think the second section of this course. Again, I'm going to uncomment this. So again, command / So anyways, so the problem with this code, this is a code that we built a while ago, and essentially what you do is you enter a number and it's going to check using the modulus sign or function. Essentially this is going to tell us whether it's an even number or an odd number. So if you basically the modulus, if you remember, it divides a number by this, like whatever you put in there, right? And if this number, the remaining, that would be the remaining. So if the remaining is 0, essentially means this is an even number, right? But if it's not, meaning that, for example, if you got 5, which is going to be divided by 2, is going to be 2 plus an extra remaining number. So that would be an odd number. So again, that's basically how you detect an odd or even number. So if I run this code, we're going to have an error. So as you see, the error, sometimes, again, it's really nice that sometimes it tells you exactly what the problem is. So it says this is the problem. So that I see we got already these red swirly bars here, lines, and it's kind of pointing up, and this tells us a syntax error that cannot assign to expression here. Maybe you meant double equal instead of the single. So if you remember, the single equal essentially is when you assign something, right? So when we have a variable like this, we assign a variable, a value, or whatever we have here, to this variable, right? But when you have a double equal, essentially this means checking for something. For example, when we have something like this, right? Or again, something like this, or something like that. Again, that's when you're checking for values, right? So if you want to check something that is if you want to check and make sure something's equal to something, or check the value, you need to have a double equal, and that's the problem with this one. All right, so that should actually fix it. So if I actually run this one more time, there you go. For example, I'm going to say some number. There you go. So it's going to say, okay, this is an even number. Great. So that's basically how we fixed it. So again, the modulus, if you want to check the value, you need to have double equal, but a single equal is essentially when you assign something. All right, so just keep that in mind. So that's basically the error of this, and that's the bug that we fixed. So let me know if you have any questions, guys. If not, I'll see you in the next one.